It's a cycle that can take years to come full circle, change lives forever, and the burden of its bill lies on us all. Tonight, we're on your side with an investigation into the price of a single bullet.
You turn on the news and that's what you hear all the time, is that somebody's been shot.
Every day we report on shootings and homicides, and every day there are mothers, fathers, family members wishing it wasn't their phone ringing.
I got a call from University Hospital. Happened to be someone that I know, so still was not alarming, you know, but when she asked me what my son's name was, and I'm like, you know, it's Christopher. And she goes, no, what's his last name? I'm like, Spencer, Christopher Spencer.
These are surveillance pictures of the man who killed Sherry's son, Christopher. Christopher was fatally shot while working at a clothing store in North College Hill in November of 2007. Christopher's mom was waiting for him to get off work so they could go look at a piece of property.
His dream was to be an entrepreneur. He wanted to do real estate.
And on that fateful Saturday, his dreams were shattered, and his mother's life was turned upside down.
And you never think it's going to happen to you. And I guess I didn't think that because, you know, I feel that I raised Christopher to be respectful and a good person and do the right thing.
Dale Phillips and Christopher were in the same class at St. Francis de Sales. Dale had a string of robberies on his record before he committed murder at the clothing store. Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters sought the death penalty for Christopher's killer, Dale Phillips.
They're executing people for small amounts of money. The clothing store, that was a young boy, Christopher, who worked his butt off and should have been rewarded for his hard work and staying out of trouble. And instead, he's rewarded with a bullet.
I believe that had he have been around, he would be coming up on his 27th birthday. And I think he probably would have had a couple properties under his belt and would be very successful, actually. I really do feel that.
Christopher's life was priceless, but the burden of violent crime is a price that falls on all of us.
It's all taxpayers' dollars, all of it.
Dale Phillips' capital murder case lasted 18 months from the day he was charged until his conviction, with a taxpayer tab of $87,000. During that time, Phillips was in the Hamilton County Justice Center at $65 a day. That brings the total up to $122,000. After Dale was sentenced to life in prison, he went to the Lebanon Correctional Institute. At $45.21 a day, his stay for the next 50 years will cost $825,000. That puts the taxpayer's tab at $947,000.
It was definitely not a waste of my money or my time or anything like that.
Christopher's parents said his hospital bill was more than $130,000. Insurance covered that. Christopher's mother invested in his education out of her own pocket, sending him to St. Francis de Sales, then on to Purcell Marion and Northern Kentucky University. That price tag, more than $25,000.
That senseless murder of Christopher, when it's all said and done, you know, it'll probably be, by the time he, you know, dies in prison, $1 million. But, you know, Christopher's life was worth a lot more than that.
And the prosecutor is right. The cost of that fatal bullet, to be precise, is at least $1,102,000. While no one wants to put a price on a life, this shows us how violence affects us all. And if there's anything we can do to stop it, we should. We've put links on our website to take you to local groups actively trying to stop the violence. They could certainly use your help.